Hello, I'm going to teach you how to make an accordion book. So this is the first one that I ever made, and I actually just took an accordion book from a store and I watercolored the pages and kind of blotted with a paper towel to make the textured effect, and then I drew a little typewriter there and I wrote "Your story matters, write it," and a little quill pen and inkwell. So that was my first accordion book, and I went to a teacher creativity workshop this summer and I learned how to make them out of paper and cardboard. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I have a creative writing club, and last time we met, the kids got their long strip of paper, and it's just watercolor paper, and you can see they colored it however they wanted to do so, made them very colorful. Some of them chose just plain colors. And so the next step, of course, we left those to dry, and then the next step that we have is to actually make a little cover for it and to fold up the pages so that they can then write on it. Just some more examples. This is one that I made that says "Create" with stickers on it, and you can see this one's not painted on the inside, but I wanted you to see that the inside is just simply the paper glued right onto the inside cover. This one is the same way, it's just glued right into the inside cover. But this one, I actually cut a piece of paper that was a little bit smaller than the border so that it would kind of have a fancier end to it on the inside. And then this one is just the paper. But you can get all kinds of fun little scrapbook papers to use to make these. This is one that I did paint the inside, and I made it long ways. So it was a smaller piece of paper, and I just chose to watercolor very simply so that whatever design or whatever writing I put on it would really pop, and that the background wouldn't distract from it. So I'm going to show you how to make the cover. What I did was I just took some cardboard that was basically the same size. I cut it to be the same size as the width of the paper. And then I simply took this cardboard, and to decide where I need to fold my paper, I put it up against the edge there and drew a little pencil line, and kept doing that until I, of course, ran out of paper. So then you can see that when I got to the end here, this obviously isn't going to be big enough for a page, so I'm just going to trim that extra little bit off. And now I just need to fold on my pencil lines very carefully so that I have nice straight pages, especially since it's cut to fit exactly in the cover. I don't want anything to be sticking out. So I'm folding on my lines back and forth, just an accordion fold as it's called. And then my paper part is ready for my book once I get my covers made. So for my covers, I just found this this block of scrapbook paper, and you can get it in just about any craft store. And you can do, solid colors, you can do all different designs, and it's kind of neat if you can find, of course, two pages that match, so it can be the front and the back of your book. So, if you have a very simple paper color, then you could go with a more busy design, but if you have a really busy design, like this might look really cool just with a solid color. So you can decide what you want to do there. I am just showing you as an example with white paper, so I just chose some polka dots because I love polka dots. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of wrap it like a present around the cardboard. So I'm going to start with some tacky glue, and I'm just going to make sure that the one side of the cardboard has some glue on it. It doesn't have to be a ton, but and then I'm going to center it like this, and you can see this is going to obviously be the outside, and then I'm simply going to put some tacky glue in each corner because I want to fold my corners in first. So I'm going to take each corner and fold them in, make a little crease. all four corners are folded in, and then I just have to take some glue along the edges. Okay, so I'm just putting the glue along the edges here so I can continue wrapping it like a present. So I'll just fold it in because I already have my corners folded in, and press down. Of course, two of my edges have a little bit more room than the other side. And then while I'm working on the other one, I can actually use these bowl clips to hold especially the two sides that don't have as much room, to hold them in place to dry while I work on the other side. So right now this is what one side of my cover looks like. I'll let that hold for a bit while I do the other side. Okay, now that I have my covers finished, I have to take my pages from the inside, and I'm just simply going to put lots of glue on the end and glue it into one side of the cover, and then glue the other end, and get that down on the other side of the cover. Then I'm going to use these clips again to hold that in place. And what I'll do with the kids is we only meet for an hour for Creative Writing Club. So by the time we get to this point, there's gonna only be about a half an hour left probably. And what I'll do is have them just let these dry until the next time that we meet, because we'll need to spend some time deciding what they want to use their accordion book for. If they're going to do just like if they want to make up a quote or a saying that stretches across with maybe a couple of pictures on the ends, or if they want to write a story or a poem, and each of the pages of the accordion book can be like a page in a book for them, whatever they decide they would like to do. So we will spend the rest of our time creating the text that's going to go on the inside and deciding on illustration, and then when we meet again, they'll get to open those up and do the fun part of writing all of that in and illustrating. So I hope that your accordion books turn out great, and thanks for watching.